Hey guys, it's Amethyst Sims here, and welcome back to the Witch Legacy Challenge, and this is part 2. This is the first time I'm actually speaking on a video, so you'll have to bear with if I'm a bit awkward or stumble a bit because I've got to get used to it. But I just want to start it off by saying a bit more about myself. So my channel name is Amethyst Sims, but my actual name is Olivia. I do prefer Liv, so you'll probably end up hearing me call myself by my name because I tend to do it a lot when I'm talking to myself. The idea behind my channel name, my birthday's in February, so I just thought I'd do something based on my birth year. Not my birth year, my birthstone, sorry. So that's where the whole aesthetic came from for my channel. But yeah, so this is part 2 of the Witch Legacy Challenge. I did actually get this inspiration from Dark Chadmeister's Ancient Bloodline Legacy Challenge, but I decided to kind of write my own because I just wanted to have a bit more freedom with it. Basically, this Legacy Challenge is all based around the realm of magic, and like I said, it's inspired by Dark Chadmeister's Ancient Bloodline Challenge. I'll link that in the description below in case you want to check that out. But yeah, I really liked the sound of this Legacy Challenge, so it inspired me to create my own. There's definitely a strong focus on the spellcaster occult, so if you're wanting to do this, you would definitely need the Realm of Magic pack to play. I want there to be like a lot of focus on some of the more like gardening based skills, such as like flower arranging, herbalism, maybe like gardening and woodworking, maybe wellness and writing and painting, just because I think it kind of goes with witches. So the main goals of this challenge is to earn the Ancient Bloodline trait from having 3 successful generations of witches, and also another goal is just to create a coven of witches. So that's basically it. Some of the rules are, let's see. So you're only allowed to start creating your heir once your sim has maxed the select skill for that generation and they have completed either the spellcraft and sorcery aspiration or the purveyor of potions aspiration. You're allowed as many kids per generation as the game allows, but anyone born without the spellcaster trait must be removed from the household and put up for adoption. Or you can move them in with your spouse, I guess, because once your household starts getting a bit full, you don't really need the spouse in it anymore. Well, that's what I've decided anyway. So yeah, you're allowed as many kids per generation as the game allows. I think I've just said that. Yeah. So then the heir will be the firstborn with the spellcaster occult and must have the bloodline trait. So who you produce your heir with is up to you, but the chances of having a spellcaster offspring is high with another spellcaster. You can choose to have the spouse live with you, but they must move out if the household is full, and that's what I meant with moving the non-witch spellcasters into that household with them. Each offspring's trait must be randomised, and the starting aspiration must either be the spellcraft and sorcery one or purveyor of potions. I've put that mods and CC is allowed and cheats are optional. I've just always been a CC type of simmer. I just love having CC in my game. I finally have a computer that can manage the capacity of it. But yeah, your sim can have a job, but this is optional. However, it must be one of the following: either a conservationist, culinary, gardener, painter or writer. But like I said, it's optional, but it's a good way to bring in some money to the household. So basically the aim is just to keep having successful children that have the witch gene, and you just got to keep on doing it, like just how any typical legacy challenge works. But yeah, that's a bit about the challenge. I've written a backstory for my sim, which if you'd have seen the first part of this series, I did a create a sim. Her name's Luna Farrington. Basically, Luna has recently just left her hometown of Brindleton Bay after discovering an old spellbook in her grandma's loft. Her parents explained that her grandma was known for being crazy and a bit weird, so they cut ties with her as apparently she ended up going mad. Luna was intrigued though and wanted to find out more about where her grandma was from and what she had found in her loft, so she begged her parents to let her move to Glimmerbrook, and after a lot of persuasion they finally agreed. When she got to Glimmerbrook, she found the house where her grandma used to live, along with information about her family. She learnt that her grandma was in fact a witch, and it had skipped a generation, meaning her mum hadn't got the witch gene, but Luna had. Eager to find out more, Luna set out to find her gift and unlock her ability to cast spells and conjure potions. So, fast forward a year on or so, she's renovated the house a bit, and she has discovered her grandma's witchy basement, I guess you could say. You'll soon see that in the speed build. But yeah, I didn't have Luna as a occult sim in Create a Sim because the sim was already existing from the gallery, which I'd made a long time ago. So unfortunately in Sims 4 you can't just add the occult onto a sim. You've got to create an occult sim from the start, which is really annoying. So off camera I'm gonna go and have her do the quests, the quests with the sages in Glimmerbrook. So I'm going to do that off camera because I want her to already be a witch, but she's not going to have any skills yet, and she's not going to have made any start into the aspirations. It'll all be seen in the next episode. But yeah, that's a bit about Luna and about the backstory and the challenge. As for the house, so I'm not a builder. I don't claim to be a builder. I definitely prefer interior decorating than building the actual house. So I did my best at the exterior. This is just the starting house because obviously it's a generations challenge, so there's definitely going to be more than one house. And this is here you can see that witch's basement. I got this off the gallery from Simply Obsessed 28. I'm just really no good at witchy, that kind of vibe with my building, so I thought I'd steal one, but thank you very much, Simply Obsessed 28. As you can see, I didn't really know how to cover up that entrance, so I kind of put a load of flowers and bushes around it, and that's how she discovered it. It was all undergrown and overgrown, sorry. So she discovered that. But yeah, for the house again, like I was saying, it's been a year, she's done some renovations. There's still some old aspects to it, like the brickwork and the old wooden flooring, and some of the furniture's a bit old and tattered, but she's definitely had some time to do some renovations. So that's the kind of vibe I was going for, modern slash old, modern, old witchy antique kind of vibe. I mean, I'm not used to building in this side. If anyone knows me, they'll know that I'm quite a modern builder, and I do quite like the Scandinavian kind of interior, but I thought I'd give it a go, and you know what, I was so close to just giving up and just downloading a house off the gallery, because when I was doing the exterior, I was just, every time I looked at it I was just like, no, I can't, I don't like it, but I started to grow a bit more on it when I was doing the interior. So in a moment you'll see I go outside and I start adding what they called window boxes with flowers in, and it starts to come together a bit more. Still a few things that I want to do off camera, like finishing touches and stuff. As I've been watching this back and editing it, there's a few things that I've missed and stuff, but yeah, so currently we're in the living room. I really love this purple wallpaper, by the way. I can't remember who it's from. I think it might be Peacemaker, but honestly I'm obsessed with it. I'd have it on all the walls if I could, but it was just a bit too much. I found a way, I quite like separating rooms instead of using the arches by putting pillars next to it. Just kind of opens up the space a bit more, and it still kind of brings in that old vibe-ish kind of thing. I thought I'd add, I actually don't have a TV. I really kind of want to be off the grid with this, but I mean, in a minute you'll see that I'll put a laptop upstairs, but you need a laptop for some things, and I just thought that was necessary. But no TV downstairs, just some painting and a bar there. Didn't really know what to do with this wall. It was a bit plain, so I just did what you normally do and just shove a plant there, and all is good in the world. Let's see. Oh, here we go. This is where I'm putting the flower boxes outside. You'll also see now I've switched to build mode from the main menu, so that's why everything's a bit brighter and in colour. I realised when I started it, I'd started the game in spring, and it made all the flowers look really dull and dead, and you'll have seen that at the start when I was placing all the landscaping, and they looked so hideous. So I went into build mode from the menu, from the map instead, and everything just looks so much better. That's probably why I didn't like it in the first place as well, because everything just looked so dull. Here I'm going for the bedroom. I wanted to kind of do like a loft kind of vibe, like it was like an attic conversion. So I left it all the brick wall and all the old woodwork again, and put the banister there. And then, yep, the door to the bathroom. I have this issue with some of the custom content. Oh, if you saw that in the cheat there, then basically because I'd gone into the build mode through the map, I couldn't use any money cheats, because if I was doing Motherload or trying to set my money, there was no bank account to add the money to, if you get me. So I was really getting stressed out about that, because I was running out of money, and I was like, God's sake, none of the cheats are working. I also realised halfway through doing this that I'd made the walls medium height, and yeah, here I'm like, great, because medium height just puts everything out of scale and everything just looks absolutely ridiculous. So I lowered the windows a bit to make it look a bit less stupid. As I was saying, loft kind of vibes for the upstairs. I kind of wanted to do like mismatched furniture, like she'd kind of visited some of like the antique stores that are maybe in Glimmerbrook, and she put them in there. Luna's also quite a modern sim, like she's very into her like Simstagram and blogging, and she does enjoy fashion. As you can see, I've put a little rail there with clothes on it and a big mirror so she can take those selfies. But yeah, I think we're nearing the end of the video now. I'm just finishing up the bedroom, and then I've just got the bathroom to do. What else is there to say? Oh, here we go. This is where I realise what I've finally done. So I go out and I go back in through by pressing play rather than the build button, and then you'll see it'll finally allow me to add some money, because I was getting dangerously low. Oh, and then I also forgot I had a cat, so I had to put all the animal necessities in there. The cat's called Misty, by the way, and she is named after my own little kitty, little black cat Misty, because she wouldn't be a witch without a black cat, let's be honest. So yeah, I'm gonna put some screenshots at the end of the finished stuff after I've done all the details and stuff. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for rambling on loads, and if I stuttered at all or messed up, it's my first time filming. But yeah, thank you for watching, and look out for part 3. Thank you, bye!